The video is for Madonna and for the new single called Hung Up. And we're working with these extremely amazing dancers all the time. So we're having these little sort of moments of music meets man and woman all the time. I guess that's the concept. Music meets man and woman, and they have a love affair, and they make babies, and the babies leave and they move to Portugal to become fishmongers.
Well, this whole video has been inspired by Saturday Night Fever. It's a tribute to John Travolta and that whole era, all that jazz, Bob Fosse, chorus line, Olivia Newton-John, we love you. John Travolta, you are the man. The movies I watched to get inspired for this video are Perfect, starring Jamie Lee Curtis and John Travolta, Saturday Night Fever, starring John Travolta, and Grease, starring Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta. I've got my weenie disco rolls working, and I watched the movie like 20 times before we shot the video, and I hope that we've, done it justice and then some, that we've, taken the old and made it new. Watch my dancers bust their moves.
Okay, so it's cool because we have all of these setups in this room which don't actually look like anything. The cool part is they're actually representing something substantial, which is that we have the noodle shop over in this side.
Sort of Madonna's idea. She wanted to do a video where her music sort of confronts all types of kind of subcultures in the world of dance. Whether it's crumping or popping or locking or ticking or, come on, fill me in, I don't know any more of these words.
My name's Ariane Phillips. I'm Madonna's stylist, and I've been working with her for the past 8 years. Here we are in London working on the video, got a couple costume changes. It's exciting.
It's a backbone through the whole thing. We have Madonna in a rehearsal space as she is dancing on her own, practicing her moves so that she can utilize them when she goes out, meets these guys.
And then this couch is a part of Madonna's setup in her dance studio scenario.
We see her in the dance studio rehearsing, and she's wearing like a kind of a ballet-esque dancer costume, and it's a leotard with a wrap kind of ballet top, but done in kind of slightly nicer fabric. So we did that.
Time goes by so slowly. Time goes by so slowly.
I think they suck. Don't worry about it. We'll glue them on better later. Your hands are too jittery.
Excuses.
Just cut the booger off. I think it's easier for me to do it. Of course they suck. They cost about 3 pounds. Look, I did it. Do I have to do everything myself? I can dance, but I can't move my arm to this.
Just to think, she had like 8 broken bones or something, and now she's doing this.
Physical.
No, she's been totally fine.
I need something to get me up. I need something to take me down. An anti-inflammatory, an analgesic.
Her injury hasn't bothered her at all, I think.
I rattle when I dance like a pill bottle. Jamie Lee Curtis, you're my idol.
And then we're also shooting some other stuff with these guys and subway trains.
Yeah.
You lost again, huh? You always losing. Hey, this day 2. Now we're at the subway. Hey, but these subways is clean, because when I came down here the other day to go to this B-boy thing, it was dirty, man. I seen people laying down here. It was dirty.
I haven't been in the tube in about 20 years.
Time goes by so slowly.
In London, that is. When I first came to London, I used to take the tube everywhere. But that's when I was a nobody. Okay, do a shrink session that you'd like to do in the ideal world. How you'd like to help people.
I'm gonna help you with your problems.
Ask him what is bothering him. That's how it starts. Sorry.
What seems to be the problem here?
I don't have problems.
How's your relationship with your mom and father?
They're beautiful. It can't be better.
Cousins?
I don't have that many.
Sure you have uncles.
I do have an uncle.
Sex? Is that the problem?
That's the last problem.
Time's up, time's up, time's up.
Should we do a little rehearsal just here so she sees how it looks in the court? Because we got to take off in a little bit.
You do have some problems.
He's got serious problems.
I don't know. I'll just do it on the side.
Yeah, be a little bit like that. But don't overplay it. Be a little bit in shock, a little bit intimidated. It's a chick who comes to beat the shit out of the coolest dudes, you know? Yeah? Any questions on that?
Hi.
Did you get that on tape so I can see what you did behind my back? Wow. What? Who put a piece of marble covered in velvet under my shirt?
Super geek.
The good old Dance Dance Revolution machine. And Madonna actually does a whole dance on this thing, which is very cool and really, really hard.
We're now going to move into shooting this arcade. And now, so we're in Tokyo now, and we're shooting in an arcade. We just flew over here. And yeah, we're going to do actually a pretty cool thing, a dance battle on this sort of very Japanese dance machine.
Here we got, no, these are not Madonna's daughter's jeans, these are hers. These are our special new jeans made by Prada, courtesy of Ms. Mucha, so thank you very much. And we've got this old school, what we call a leotard. This is vintage real thing, baby, from the 70s. And we're rocking a dance belt, sequin dance belt, also vintage from back in the day. We're kind of homaging different dance styles.
So these guys are now trying to suck up to me because they know that they have to perform enormously on the dance machine. And now they're trying to win themselves a little bit of confidence here. But I'm going to put the whip on them when they're up there to an extent that they're never going to talk to me again.
I got nails now.
These dancers, impossible to deal with. You have to always work with force like that, yeah? This is a very good one. Now, dance in a good way the next time, okay? Promise?
So we have these boots that are Madonna's favorite boots that seem to have cropped up on every important photo shoot in the last few years because they're so darn comfortable.
I can't get rid of these f***ers.
We shot Madonna by night on a street, which was a pretty cool scene, actually.
Johan, I think that was really good. I'm ready.
Okay, one more rehearsal, please.
Time goes by so slowly. Time goes by so slowly.
Johan! What the f***? I'm ready. It's not raining. Let's go.
Roll camera A and B, please, and playback.
We got this vintage jacket. We looked high and low at every fashion jacket, and there was nothing better than this hooded, dope, leather, vintage jacket, courtesy of Annie, who works with me.
I bought it about 7 years ago at a thrift store in Utah, in the middle of nowhere. It was a sort of like Christian thrift store. I think I bought it for what would be the equivalent of 5 or 10 pounds.
Okay, camera back to one. Check this out.
I forgot to sing.
But you smiled.
Andy, you lift the hair.
Check this.
Johan Rink. Well, I can't get away from the Swedes lately because I worked with Jonas Åkerlund on many videos, and I worked with Johan Rink on my Nothing Really Matters video, and I said that's it, no more Swedes. And here I am making the first video to my first single, and I'm working with a Swede again.
My favorite type of dance would be river dance, without a doubt.
Johan!
Yes, ma'am.
Call me when you got something to show me or play for me. Okay? And don't forget, time is money.
Time goes by so slowly.
Okay, look, now we're in the black void. You can't see anything at all. No, this is cool.
We got a boombox kind of traveling, like an Olympic torch, traveling through all these groups of people and with the music.
A kind of surreal, dreamlike piece of the video. Down here, kind of making it look like she's within a disco ball. It's cool, so this imagery will be projected onto her.
Time goes by so slowly. Time goes by so slowly.
What are you doing, Johan?
And then we shot in some kind of weird culverty, catacomb kind of tunnely thing.
This is where everyone comes together and meets in the tunnel, right? It's a kind of love tunnel, if you will. But and then they kind of slither around through each other, feel the sub bass of the song through the walls, kind of feel it beating, so kind of their bodies are responding to it.
Which was quite hot, actually. She actually has her leg up on Hypnosis' shoulder. Remember that?
Right here.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's bleeding.
Yeah?
I peeped this. We're here, it's going down. That's Madonna in the flesh. This is my case.
After this, tomorrow we're going to shoot another day with some French guys doing the parkour.
In France, what they do is they kind of scale buildings and jump from one building to another. It's freaking awesome. But what we decided to do is to incorporate our contortionist, Sophia. Oh, God, kids, don't do this at home. So she's a female, the parkour, kind of doing contortions on and around buildings and walls. And then we intercut that with what the parkour does.
Hi, my name is Sébastien Foucan. I'm co-founder of Parkour. Parkour is a discipline born in France. It's an art, it's a new way, and we do a kind of choreography with Sophia.
She's just scaling the walls, the contortion style, and bringing some funk into it.
I don't know why you would want to be able to do that.
I want us to start now, by the way, so behave yourself. No naughty words.
Welcome. Hung Up was sort of like the starting point for the rest of the record. We had done a whole bunch of things before that, and then when he gave me the track for that, I wrote the words to the song in 5 minutes, driving around in my Mini.
Well, Madonna met me because she'd been a fan of my music ever since she was a little girl. And had sort of followed me across the world, coming to all my shows. You know, I did little piano recitals when I was about 5 years old, and she'd always be there, and I wondered who this sexy chick was in the audience.
My hair was dark then.
Her hair was dark then, and the eyebrows were a bit fuller as well.
The reason I met him is because Mir was recommended. I wanted a hip, young, sophisticated, cutting edge, not just a musician, but somebody who was, you know, a...
Foil.
Yeah. No, it's just one of those things when you get all your ideas at once and it just comes and you don't try too hard. And then once that track was finished, right? It's like, okay, this is the direction for the rest of the record. I don't really like the fact that everyone's out there dancing and I'm in here talking.